It's a resiliency expo, a disaster resiliency expo, and it'll be held in North Portland. And it is for the entire community, not just North Portland residents. The event is bringing together a lot of different organizations, so people that are interested in permaculture and how that relates to disaster resiliency. Obviously people like me, emergency managers, who are interested in encouraging folks to be prepared for a disaster. And then it will also bring in water specialists, geologists, people that are really active in the energy descent movement. So there's going to be something for everybody at the Resiliency Expo. Because there are disasters, and there's small disasters and there's large disasters, and I think events like this, I had a person ask me one time, well, what if we do all this preparedness and then nothing happens? Well, then, darn it, we all know each other, we all have more friends, we get to know our neighbors, we're eating healthier, we're more resilient for small shocks in the system. It'd be great if we did all of this training and we never had a big disaster. All you have to do is see the videos of Japan and the massive destruction that happened in Japan to realize that 1% of your population that's made up of police and fire, professional rescuers, is not going to be enough to recover from a disaster of that magnitude. And that 9.1 subduction zone earthquake that they are predicting will occur in our community is going to affect our entire state. And that is going to require people to know their neighbors, because when a large-scale event like that occurs, the true first responders are the citizens that are responding to their neighbors. Professional rescuers are going to be doing the greatest good for the greatest number. That leaves people like us helping each other. And trainings like this really do focus on preparing citizens to assist their families, their friends, and their neighborhoods. And that leaves the professional rescuers for the greatest good, greatest number. I think some of the little things that people overlook aren't that little. Their pets, their kids. What would we do in a large-scale disaster if we were shopping at Pioneer Square and our kid was at school? Have we even talked about that as a family? The fact that cell phones won't work. We had a very small rainstorm in my fire district, and we lost all landlines. So it doesn't take much to mess with our infrastructure. I think some of the things people don't think about are the importance of water. Clean, drinkable water separates us from third world countries. And in 1996, we had dysentery in Clatskanie and Vernonia. That's not an illness I ever associated with the United States of America. So clean, drinkable water is something I think is left off. So really addressing how we do that. Thinking about, not just thinking about it, but talking about it with your family and friends. Who would you want to get a hold of? What if you were at work? What if you were at home? What if it was in the middle of the night? And then preparing their children and their pets. And keeping in mind that preparing for a catastrophe doesn't create a catastrophe. It just makes you more resilient and more able to deal with the shocks of an event like that.